I want to check something. How good is the, well, that's good. The walk armor. I think I'm just gonna put this on for now. Time for some jams. Oh yeah, we just got past this like really annoying room. Alright, it's been a week since I played. It's been a week since I played, so I'm kind of trying to remember the controls a little bit. How's everybody's weekend starting? You guys up to anything interesting? Is it a holiday weekend at all? Is there a holiday I don't know about? I'll take the book. I like the book more. That was last weekend? Okay. Oh, one book still. Monday was President's Day and that's it. Oh, okay. Nope. I have to stop myself from... Oh, we got boss already. Yo, the lag. I gotta get up here. I can't. It doesn't hurt him. There we go. Oh god. Oh god, I'm dying.
No medicine left.
Oh damn, I actually died. Oh, never mind, I did not die. Haha. Man, one hit away from killing it. That sucks. Still killed it. That was a pretty cool boss though. The only problem I had with it is like getting up to it was a pain in the butt. But otherwise pretty easy. To have actual forks, okay, just the 3 exits then. This should be the church or something, the chapel or something if I remember correctly. I just realized I didn't get like a rib or a bone or anything like that. I didn't get one of the pieces. Uh-huh. Let's see what's in here first. Ring of Arcana. Increases rare item appearance. Well, that's, yeah. That's a no-brainer. That's a no-brainer. done damage. My life is over. I cannot go on. Not with the damage that I have taken. My body cannot sustain it. Oh my god, is this seriously gonna be a thing? Is this the actual most annoying room in existence? Actually, I don't know about that, Roseguard. I didn't find the game to be all that big. It was like, dude, are you serious? This is a room. This is a room that they thought was a cool design. You've got to be kidding me. Oh, I can't do anything. I'm like berserk or something. I'm not pressing anything. But yeah, the game, I don't know, maybe back when it was new, it might have felt big. But I mean, I got through the whole thing in like what, 8 hours or something like that? I was at the boss, air quote. That's what I'm using, the katana? Not sure how I feel about that. Sword of Hodor. Power increases with gameplay. Oh yeah, I don't have very much gameplay. I mean, this was good. I want to see basically what the shield does, though. Wherever it is. Hey, what's up, Psycho Sheep? How you been? Oh yeah, totally quadratic, that's what it means. I didn't even... This is such a dumb room. You've got to be kidding me. Who thought that this was a cool idea? This is probably the most aggravating design I can think of. Fire whoever thought it was good on this. Or thought this was good. If I could reapply my bat form, that would be fine. But I can't. If I take a hit, it's all the way down. And obviously it didn't take me too long to get through it. It's not about how long it took me. It's about how aggravating it is to the player. I think it's a really important thing people don't like recognize in game design. They think, oh yeah, this will really get them. But like the thing is that it's not about you know how easy or hard it was. It's about how annoying it was. This game is louder than I remember. You know, if it's annoying to the player, nobody wants to do it. That's a lesser demon? Jeez, he doesn't like to die. He made a friend. What part of the game am I at? I mean, well, you can see pretty clearly. What's up, E-Man? just get juggled all the way down. Oh yeah, I'm having a blast with the game. It's fantastic. It's a really great game. People get so butthurt about certain things that are irrelevant. Like, if I talk about a game, I'm going to point out its pros and its cons, you know, its flaws, like the things that it does poorly. And people get so defensive and butthurt about that. It's like, why do you hate this game? Blah, 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 blah. And it's like, bro, relax. I never said that. So yeah, it can be pretty hard to actually just like talk about a game because, you know, like the unfailingly diehard fans would just like defend it to death, even though like I'm not even saying something bad about it per se. What was that? That's weird. I jumped, but hey, that's okay. I didn't want to jump. Oh, you know I will, dude. You know I will, Jake. I don't handhold any game. I do not handhold any game in terms of like how I judge it. If a game fails to do something, you know, or it fails on design, I will point it out, you know. The severity of it isn't always so great. Sometimes it's just like, oh, it'd have been better if they did this, but it's fine, you know? Nope, I didn't press any of those buttons, but hey, here we are. There's a lot of passages I haven't taken. I think I want to go back and go to those dead ends though. Or, oh well, I think they're dead ends. I don't even know what hit me. Did I get a chemistry lesson after the stream last night? No. I managed to avoid it. How dare I hate the masterpiece that was I Am Setsuna. Oh boy. Here we go. Oh boy, a high potion. Now we're talking. Honestly, I don't even want to play a demo. I'm glad that they are not coming out with a demo for the Final Fantasy VII Remake because I don't want to have a demo. Like, I don't want to have half a game, or not even half a game, but like a tiny, you know, 5% fraction of a game just to get me hyped and then, you know, not be able to actually play it. Okay. Yep, I'm just being juggled now. And they just jumped through the wall and killed themselves. That was the one of the problems that I had with the game so far, Symphony of the Night, this game, is there's no iframes, basically. You can just get, like, infinitely juggled in some cases, and it's like, why? And I remember what I said, you know, it's not necessarily about it being easy or hard, it's about it being fun, you know? And, I mean, this is an early version of the Castlevania, so, I mean, I get it, like, there's a lot of flaws to the game. Like, it's not as refined as the newer forms of it. But, yeah, it's more about having fun and less about how easy or hard it is, and the iframe issue is definitely an issue. There's no point to a demo for a game that's going to be episodic. All right, I think you don't understand how the FF7 remake is supposed to be going. Don't really necessarily need to think about it as episodic, per se. Think of it more as, like, Oh man, I actually should have gone the other way. That's definitely a dead end. We're gonna go back. Think of it more like it's a different franchise entirely. Like, it's not really just a part of FF7 and then it's gonna end abruptly without giving any kind of conclusion or anything like that. It's gonna have a brand new story, which means we're gonna have, really? We're gonna have a completely different game experience. Like, you think it's just gonna be FF7 with prettier graphics, and it's not. It is gonna have a different story, it's gonna have different dialogue, it's gonna have different features, it's gonna have different, like, they've said so many times that FF7 Remake is going to essentially be so long in Midgard that it'll last the length of an entire game. And because of that, you know, they intend on... Seriously? Fucking God! Why does everything juggle so fucking much? I can barely even move. Like, half the buttons I'm pressing don't even do anything because I'm just being juggled back and forth and back and forth. God! That's what I'm talking about, aggravating. It's not fun to be just like completely freaking bum rushed by everything every half second. It's annoying. It's frustrating. But yeah, it's like, basically think of it as an entirely different franchise. It's a brand new game. And it just happens to be Final Fantasy VII. So you're gonna get the same characters and the same relative story, but how it's told and how the game is delivered to us and the content in the game is gonna be completely fresh and unique. So like, call it like, you know, Cloud's Adventure, and that we're getting the first game. Like, think of it like Xenosaga. Yes, Xenosaga was intended to be 7 episodes at first, but there's a conclusion at the end of episode 1, you know, well, sort of conclusion. And that's what we're going to get. We're going to get an actual conclusion to this game. So change the mindset. Because I think that the perception is that just because it's a game that's already been, you know, seen story-wise, that they can't surprise us, so they can't have an actual meaningful experience in just Midgar. Well, that's gonna be seen. And I think that Square Enix has been really open with all the information that they've given us to make us feel pretty comfortable with the expectation of the content of that game. So a demo for FF7 Remake would be perfectly reasonable. Not to mention, the biggest concern that a lot of people have is the gameplay. They want turn-based, but they're not gonna get it, sorry. I think the scope of this remake is probably bigger than any other remake ever so far. Because like most remakes are usually pretty faithful, and I don't think this is going to be very faithful at all in terms of like actual gameplay and content. I think it's going to be pretty damn different. Story and characters will probably be the thing that stay the same the most. But even then, we already know that there's additional story elements that are going to be told. So, again, you know, change the mindset. Change the mindset. Because otherwise you're just going to be disappointed when it's so wildly different from your expectation. Yeah, I saw that. It's gonna be cool. I know I'm gonna get Baldur's Gate 3, so I'm not really worried about it though. I don't think it was necessary to tell all of Midgar's story, though. Also, I really hope that that's not the case, because one thing I really hate about storytelling in a lot of games is, like, irrelevant side storytelling of side characters and side parts of the thing. What they gave us of Midgar was all we needed of Midgar. Just because there's a big city doesn't mean we need to explore every inch of it. Just feeling like you're part of the city was enough. And I felt what they gave us in FF7 was plenty, especially considering that Midgar was never intended to be a big part of the game. It was always just like this little starting area, but it felt grand, it felt, you know, supreme. But yes, there is a lot that can be done within Midgar alone, just with that, you know, you're not wrong there. The forces of darkness are being jerkwads and juggling me around the video game, and it's annoying. Someone will be disappointed no matter what. Oh, of course. Of course someone is going to be disappointed no matter what. That's not in question. That's going to happen. But the thing is what we can do is we can at least steal people's expectations so they don't get irrationally mad. There's going to be a sort of turn-based system, but I don't want to talk too much about the game content or mechanics at all. Just the expectation. So, yeah, I don't want to really know too much about it. I just want to get into the game and play it. Oh, hey, this is the beginning of the game. Nice. That's where Desu gave me his love and heart. Expanded content is the main reason I'm hesitant to buy the remake. I find it difficult to believe you can stretch a story out 3 times as long without making the narrative full of filler or fundamentally changing it. Feels like we're George Lucas in FF7. It could be. No, you're not wrong. It worries me too. I have that cautious optimism kind of thing going on. But yeah, you're not wrong. I have the same concern. Like, how do you stretch that out so long? We'll find out, right? I think the major, well, the thing is, here's the thing, Roseguard, is they didn't say, they said specifically that, they said specifically that it's going to be 30 hours of story content, not just 30 hours available gameplay, you know. They said specifically that the game will have 30 hours of story content. Now, that could just be a lot of cutscenes. Wow, ow, wow, okay. Cool, that's some bullshit, that he can double hit me with that thing. While I'm being juggled by this fucking plant? You've gotta be kidding me! God! Some enemies in this game, some setups are just really bullshit. Did the original have a ton of side quests? No. No. Yes, the remake is definitely going to be a defining moment for, Why does the game feel so loud? Weird. Bombo, thank you for the 31 months of Twitch Prime. Thank man. Yeah, this remake is going to be a huge defining moment for Square Enix. Like, it's gonna be a huge impact on the future of their company. If it fails, it's a good chance we won't have any more Final Fantasies ever. But I really doubt that it's going to fail. I think the only negativity it's going to get are people that are already ready to hate it. Because there's no way you put this much effort and quality and craftsmanship into a game and, you know. My god, dude. This is some big old duty bullshit right here. Alright, fine. You don't want to die. I get it. Oh, this guy's cool. Like, even this, like, super duper badass monsters didn't hold a candle to you know, a few hits. Wait, they're just flying around? Oh, they're, like, helping me or something. I mean, not necessarily that they were appropriately scaled, but it's just like they seemed a hell of a lot more fair than that bullshit I was going through earlier. Hammer, anti-venom. That's the beginning. I'm not excited about fleshing out Midgar at all. The whole point of the narrative is the point of this is a cool-ass future city, except poor people never get to see it by making it so you don't get to explore Midgar properly to define more with the narrative. I mean, I agree. Again, I think what they gave of Midgar was necessary and important, and it didn't matter that they didn't give you the whole city to look at. However, if the storytelling changes, then so can the content to go along with that storytelling. You know? And as long as it fits the storytelling, I don't care. As long as it's not forced content. Like, hey, let's just add 15, you know, side dungeons just to call it story content. Like, you know, like, here's the thing. They have their best people working on this project. Right? They know how to make games. They're not idiots. The reason we get shitty side games and shitty ports to FF games is because they're given to third-party developers. You know, like those aren't even made by Square half the time. So like, I'm not worried. You know, the best people and Nomura. Yeah, yes, you're right. Sorry, the best people and Nomura. He's not the best. He's shit. Shit take mushroom. Naglamar. Defense plus 15? Wow. Nice. I can put that on for the final boss, maybe. Whoa, 2,000 gold. Or dollars, or whatever. I don't mean to rude, but duh. Well, yeah, I mean, of course they're not gonna let you explore every inch of the city. That's not the point that he's making. It's more like, if there's too much and it's not fitting to the narrative of the story, you know?